Hey everybody, and welcome back to Tokyo Dark. This might be the finale, I'm not sure. But I think the thing we have to do is go back to Shinjuku. Reina still knows something. And despite what I want, I do need to find kind of what we should do. Let's finish up our... Uh-oh. Better sound the alarm. The detective's back. Damn it. Every time I come in here, you... Haha. Don't sweat it, detective. I'm just busting your chops. Besides, it's not my problem anymore. Huh? I'm out of here. Wait. That other job, the sketchy one, you didn't... Nope. Probably won't believe me, but I actually took your advice. Hell, hardly believe it myself. How flattering. Tch. Didn't think a hard-boiled detective would be so thin-skinned. Yeah. Anyway, where are you headed? Don't know, but I think I'll leave the city. My big dreams kinda got drowned, and now it's kinda hard to be here and not fall back in my old habits. Like hitting the old reset button, right? Reset button, huh? Could use one of those right about now. Things gotten that bad? I don't know yet. Probably. Only way to find out is to keep moving. Anything I can help with? Hey, don't give me that look. I mean it. No bullshit this time. Thanks, but I think I have to see out the rest of my problems on my own. Then why did you come back in here? Couldn't tell you. Guess I've got kind of wrapped up in this place. Sounds like you're the one who needs to leave the city. Bad places lead to bad memories. Lead to bad decisions, if you ask me, and I'm an expert on bad decisions. At least neither of us will have to deal with Goto or the million other perverts like him. For now, anyway. Good luck. Nah, you hold on to your luck. Looks like you could use it more than me. See you around, Ito. Oh. Empty as always. Even Daiso doesn't seem to mind. Hey Daiso, are you sleeping on the job? You should really turn on some lights in here, I can barely see. Daiso? Though it was quiet as always, this time the silence was unusual. Too complete. Every creak and step I made, every drip of the faucet echoed on the empty walls. The only sounds came from lifeless things. Despite the commotion I had created by approaching him, Daiso didn't react. As soon as I saw the bottle next to him, I knew what he'd done. After Kamakura, I thought of it myself, but always had Kazuki or Lady Fluff to stop me. Daiso had no one, so took his poison in the silence with nothing to stop him. Nothing had been to his bar to find him, so he quietly went to sleep and never woke up. Behind the bar neatly folded was a note. Carefully I picked it up and read it. I tried. Summing up my life that's all I have to show for it. I tried. For years I pursued a passion, I opened a business, I got married. I did everything people said you're supposed to do to be happy. Still my passion failed, my business failed, my marriage failed. Everything I was given to be happy, I was wasted. So I guess the problem is with me. I'm sorry for the burden that this will put on my wife and my daughter. I doubt the girl remembers me, but I'm sorry that I couldn't be a father to her. Know that your father tried. Goodbye. folded the note as it was and placed it next to him. Who did he expect to read it, I wonder? For a long while I sat at the bar and no one came. Eventually I went behind the bar to make an anonymous call to the police. I couldn't bear the thought of no one finding him for days. I'm sorry, Daiso. Wherever you are, I hope you're not alone. Oops. I feel like I could have saved him, but I didn't know then what I know now. Well, let's actually... Oh, go back. Okay, so I can't actually enter. Anyone in here? Oh my god, like, it's you. Huh? Who? Me? Yeah, you. Yep. Whoa. Can I, like, give you a hug? Hey, there's no need for that. Please don't touch me. Why so touchy-feely all of a sudden? Detective Sir? Ma'am? I would never like, you feel without your permission? That's not what I... forget it. Why exactly is it you're in such a good mood? Oh, you noticed that? Ta-da! I don't get it. Are you a magician? No, I got a promotion. Can't you tell by the new uniform? It's exactly the same? Wait, a promotion? You got a promotion? Yeah, like, after you came and talked to me, the manager saw us and was like, whoa, this guy's helping the police. Said I was really, respectable and whatever. And I found that key to the dumpster. Cha, turns out I had a spare in my pocket the whole time. Of course you did. Of course you had a spare. Well, better than someone like Tyra. Who? No one. Congrats, kid. I think you're really going places. Thank you, sir. Well, it sounds like things are going pretty well for him. Alright, now to see how things go for me. Shrine Gate. Was it the Common Kai who put this here? Or maybe the Dark created that. These marks were never meant for me. Raina was trying to find her way back, like leaving behind breadcrumbs in the forest. Sometimes I wonder if this well went anywhere at all before Raina found it. First time I came down here, I was so desperate I jumped right in without thinking. Am I doing the same thing again? I don't know. I think it's better to go and see Raina, though. And Tanaka. I'm not sure if this is the wrong thing to do, but I'm gonna do my best. When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing the mask. She'd made him wear it, as she'd been made to. Even after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her? Look. She is so desperately trying to avoid becoming lost. When I was last here, I saw Tanaka, heard him call to me. What was he trying to say? Was he begging for me to stay away? Or for help? This time it'll be different. It's no longer a shapeless tunnel. Raina's down there. I feel myself being drawn to her. It's Tokyo dark, so let's deal with the darkness. This is it. Go deeper. We're descending into the darkness. This one's shoes, maybe? Let's just go all the way on down. Go deeper. Go deeper. Go deeper. As I trudged through that oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark woke me up, and began to shudder as if I wrecked with quiet sobs, and I felt a numbing sadness spread through my body. The sensation I felt in that place was familiar, and I knew right away why. Raina. She sat there like a lost little girl, like she'd been for a long time, didn't know where to go. There was no fight in her body, no way for her to lash out. In that place, we were equals. She rose to her fate when she saw me, her eyes looking confused and desperate. She was the start of all of it. Everything I'd gone through, I'd put an end to it, one way or the other. So you went anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why couldn't you just forget and leave me alone? Ah, so that's it. You want to keep hurting me, right? I hate to burst your bubble, but if it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope, can't blow my brains out down here. The dark won't let ya. Aw, did I hurt your feelings? Did I bring your little gun? Did you bring your gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed? I didn't bring it. There's no point. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't now. Ha! Don't try and trick me. That doesn't mean you don't want to. After everything I tried, I think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were only supposed to be a guest star on my little show, a little temporary addition to liven things up a bit. Then you kept showing up, uninvited, digging through every sharp thing you can to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. It is funny, right? No matter what we do, we're forced together again. We ought to make the best of it. You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Chance has forced us together, whether we like it or not, so all we can do is see it through to the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you? Where else? Welcome to the end of the line. I don't understand it. It's awful down here. Why don't you try to get back to the surface? Why would I go back? What would be the point? When I do, I look around and don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different, the sounds have changed. Everyone I knew, and ever cared about is gone. You don't know what it's like. Every day, the same, and feeling all my old pain again and again and again. People don't change, no matter what, no matter how much time goes. They all still look at me like I'm a flea-bitten dog to be kicked and around and ignored. They hate me. In the end, I'll end up back here anyway, so why fight it? At least down here nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask, but then Mommy died, and the police took it away from me, and nothing's gone right since. No one ever cared about me. The police, the foster homes, the girls in the agency, they all hated me. They wanted me dead. You're just like the rest of them, only someday you'll grow old and die. And I'll still be here, unless you give me that mask. It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems. Is it that simple? Everyone always tells me it can't be simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you. If you'd just given it to me in the first place, you could have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be a hero and get involved in something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything is about you and making your life happy again. I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't help me, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you. And if you think it's bad now, then you don't know the half of it. Or you could give it to me and go on pretending to be happy while I find the door again. Again? You've seen it before? I don't know exactly what you think is going to happen when you find it, but everything I've found tells me it's dangerous. No, you're wrong. The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said that if I had the mask, I could find it again. He said if I found a shrine belonging to the Kawana, that I could find it. So you met him too, Reina. He wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us. Shut up. You don't know anything. He told me the mask would let me see the door again, just like the day Mommy died. When they put the mask on me, and I kept my eyes closed like Mommy told me to, even when people started getting sick and crying, then I saw it, the door. Even with my eyes still closed, when I looked at it, I heard Mommy's voice, and I knew if I found it, everything would be okay. I opened my eyes, and it was gone. They took the mask, and I saw Mommy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore, like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong, but you told me if I found the mask, that I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being a big screw-up. For not being pure like they told me to be. Except people like Higashi. They shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them. I just want to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you? The funny thing is that if Tanaka was here, he'd understand. Even after everything you did to him. That's the kind of guy he is. Reina, it's not all your fault. It's beyond you. It always has been. That's why Tanaka was so intent on following you from the start. You weren't some orphan girl. He somehow saw the darkness that was behind you. If only he had told me, I could have been there for him, helped him. But no, you could have helped me? Ayami, he was helping me. He was gonna save me. Then why? If he was helping you, why hurt him? I didn't want to hurt Tanaka, but it was the only way to bring him here. The same way I was brought here. I thought I figured it out. But my white knight abandoned me. Went somewhere else. And turns out it was just another stupid idea from a stupid girl. What you did to Tanaka was wrong, but you can still make this right. You brought him down with you that night. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Just tell me what happened from the beginning. It's hard to remember. Please try. Nothing's gone the way I thought it would. When I was back to Shinjuku, I remembered how I ended up in the dark. I knew that what I had to do so Tanaka could be with me. Only the mask wasn't awake. It wasn't loud like in Kamakura. So I made you come into the tunnel with me and Tanaka so it could wake up. Then I slit his throat and went back to the dark and waited. Tanaka woke up down there, too, but the mask was gone. He was alive? He was like me. Or I thought he was. At first, he seemed okay. But then he started wandering around, staring into space, and talking to people who weren't there. Poor Tanaka. I think I broke him, Ayami-chan. So he was down here. Tell me where he is. You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was here, he kept mumbling on and on about how he's gonna help you. He gave you something, didn't he? That traitor. How else would you be able to keep finding me? He even said he saw the door, but he didn't take me there. I hate him. Why did he leave me? To think Tanaka would help a stupid little girl like me? It was dumb to try and bring him here. The collector said I'd find the door with the mask. I just didn't want to be alone is all. Now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone. You're wrong. I can feel him somewhere here. He's waiting for me. You can? Maybe he's at the door. Please take me there. Don't leave me. The mask opened the darkness and took me straight to Reina. And now that I'm here, I can feel it pulsing like a heartbeat. The door, the unknowable place where chance and fate have no importance, that's where Kazuki is. I know now that what will happen if I lead her there. She'll get what she truly wants. She'll get to rest and finally be free. No more pain, no more suffering. Maybe that's what Kazuki wanted. But if I do that, the dark could change shape and any hope of finding him would be lost. He'd be trapped in here, waiting for me, and I'd never be able to tell him the truth, behind everything he suffered for. That's if Kazuki Tanaka left here is the same man I love. Either way, I have to abandon someone, but it's my responsibility. I have to choose. Leave Reina and save Tanaka? Forgive Reina and lead her to the door. Here's the thing. There is no saving Tanaka. It's like the old woman told us. Tanaka's gone. Opening up the door and trying to go to Tanaka, we're just going to be left with a shade of the man we know. We have to help Reina. Her life has been really fucked up. No ifs, ands, or buts. Her entire life has just been one tragedy after another. And, quite frankly, she deserves it. After everything we've done to her, after everything the world's done to her, she needs this. Please don't hurt me. What I did to Tanaka, it was the only way. You get it, right? Right? No, you're wrong. But then again, there isn't a right way to begin with. In your own way, you're the same as me, grasping at whatever you could. He may still be down here like you said. Would the Tanaka I find be real though? If I use the mask, would I be the real me? I'm not so sure anymore. You're really not gonna go after him? No. I'd have to give up even more of myself, succumb even more to this darkness. He wouldn't have wanted that. You know, for a long time, your face was all I saw. Ever since Kamakura. It motivated me to push through the sadness. I thought I was doing something good, putting my problems behind me and becoming the hero and slaying some ancient evil. You became a demon, a symbol of all my hatred, of everything bad that happened to me that day. No, I'm not a demon. No, you're not. You're just a girl. Always were. Besides, I'm no hero. I'm not sure if there is such a thing. I realize that now. Me, you, Tanaka, all three of us. We're just paper dolls, caught in a storm being blown by winds that were so far out of our control. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of it to happen. I just wanted a way out. I wanted to be normal. Tanaka was one of the smartest detectives. No, one of the smartest people I knew. I think he knew this would happen to him. Maybe that's why he was so distant. I wish things had played out differently for us. And for you, Reina. I know what happened to you. All of it. I don't know how I saw all those things, but I can't just ignore them. No one deserves to experience what you did, Reina. Every day you lived in hell, with no love or light. It was awful. We failed you, and I'm sorry. I forgive you, Reina. It hurts to say it. That's selfish, isn't it? Can't forget the pain you caused me despite how hard I try. But I do forgive you, because somewhere along the way, this horrible cycle has to end. I don't want to hurt people anymore. Then come with me. Let me help you. Why? Where are we going? To the door. You said you heard your mom, right? Let's go see her. I'm scared. What if she isn't there? What if I was wrong? It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can rest like you always wanted. No more coming back. No more hurting people. Though, I can't tell you what's waiting for you. I know it's better than this. I promise. Ayami, do you think it'll hurt? No. How do you know? I don't know how. But the dark responds to the feelings of the people in it. Every time we butt heads, it pushed me out. It feels different now. It feels peaceful. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to hurt you, Reina. I only want to help you, and I think the dark will too. Okay. I'm ready. Really cute outfit, all things considered. Thank you, Ayami. I don't know why you helped me, but thank you. All throughout this journey, I've been trying to fix people's lives. Help people in the way I thought I could. And with Reina, that's just one more piece of proof. For years, Reina searched for the door. The whole time it was nearby, hidden in the thick darkness that shifted in reaction to her own hatred and fear. The mask began to tug at me as if guiding us, and together, hand in hand, it appeared in front of us. I wasn't sure how I noticed it before. It was like it had always been there. Until that moment, I'd never noticed how small and truly fragile she was. Staying in front of the door, she shook like a leaf. Squeezing her hand, I reassured her, told her that I forgave her, knowing that if she took a step forward, it would all be over, and she'd find peace. I thought maybe I would too. For a long time she stood, saying nothing. Then eventually she let go of my hand and moved through the door. and as soon as she did, her image began to fade. She was smiling, not the unhinged smile from my past, but a true smile. The smile of a little girl. It's that smile, free of hate and malice, I remember now. Dark remained after she left, though it began to change as I remained within it. Suddenly agitated and expansive, like it was growing. Somehow I knew it. What little light I saw was because of Reina. Her fear and hatred diffused out of the shadows. Thanks to that light, I was able to find the surface. The mass didn't quiet after Reina's passing, and every day it became more restless. One day I cast in the seed near Kamakura, and despite the commoner's warning, it never returned to me, though occasionally I can still feel it, scratching like a pin needle on the back of my skull. When the girl faded, other memories did too. Impressions of a man called Kazuki Tanaka and a love we once shared. I find pictures in my apartment that I know are him, yet all I see is the face of a stranger looking up at me. Some nights I wake up with tears in my eyes, and images of that face crying out to me from some dark corner of my realm dreams. And I desperately try and remember that memory remains. Yet, something about those pictures and staying in that apartment feels familiar, even if I can't make sense of it some days. All I remember for sure is Reina's smile, knowing that those final moments she forgave me for what I did to her. Finally, I was able to feel peace. Guys, I think that's Tokyo Dark. Yep, that's Tokyo Dark. As with a lot of the games I play, there are multiple endings to this game. I'm not going to do any more of them on this channel. If you liked what I played, or you liked what you saw, I would really suggest checking out Tokyo Dark. It's probably my second favorite game of 2017. I don't play a lot of games, or at least not a lot of new ones, but I mean, it's right there after Cuphead for me. I mean, it's been really amazing. Of course, you know, there are other side stories and other options I never chose, and I might go back to it on my own someday, but I'm not going to play it for the channel. This was a really good and fun and special experience. Honestly, I think it was made better by, you know, the Let's Play. Being kind of pushed in a direction to do voices and stuff is, you know, it's fun. I know that, throughout this, you know, last few episodes I haven't been doing much of the comedy, but honestly it didn't present itself, and I was getting really immersed in it. So that's what's going on there. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, hey, you just finished up like 2 of your Let's Plays, like, at the same time. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to happen. If we didn't do the Brian route, that wouldn't have happened. This is a Kickstarter win, in my opinion. A lot of bad things come out of Kickstarter, but this one's pretty good. Oh, we've got an epilogue. Interesting. Most interesting. You're nothing but a crow. You're nothing but a crow, feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires, and I gave her a little push. I thought you'd be happy. Ito found forgiveness through the context of her suffering by drowning herself in the past. A historian's dream. A gesture of extraordinary kindness, yes, but history does not smile at the happiness of one. It favors the welfare of all. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into picture by the forces of fate and chance.
The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage, nonetheless. A myriad. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought one so interested in history would adhere so to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it's that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all our truth. All grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. And observe it long enough, and we may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn, so stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe you know it already. You've asked me before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What a fate and chance then. I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? Pah, no fun. You've never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is see, but eventually she will end up here. There is only one path which will hold the world together.
Interesting. Oh, now we have a new Game Plus option, which I will be perhaps pursuing on my own, or maybe not, who knows. But it's been fun, guys. After this game, or now that my 2 games have finished, I'm going to have to record my Christmas episode, because I don't want this to come out like Tokyo Dark did, because Tokyo Dark was supposed to be our Halloween Let's Play, but it's now going to be finishing up in like December, which isn't too bad really. I'll record my Christmas episodes. Maybe there's only gonna maybe be 1 or 2 of those. Let's see here. I think next on the list for sure is Bully. Expect to play through that, and then after that, West of Loathing. So those 2 will be probably the twin Let's Plays that are going to be kind of larger in scope. After that, I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna go. But yeah, expect West of Loathing or Bully to be coming out after these episodes finish up. So, guys, stay safe. Forgive your enemies. And most importantly, and also have fun. But most importantly, remember one of those things is more important than the others. Bye.